Namaskar students, welcome to GDCA College channel. I am Dr. Ashok Jogdan. Today we will see expected questions for GDCA examination May 2026, which will be the questions or on which topic questions are expecting in coming examinations. So this video will be in two parts actually. So watch till end, you will get good information and make sure you will write as question demands. So not much extra or not less. So without wasting time, let's get started then.
ध्येय नवीन समोर दिसतंय बँकिंगचं स्वप्न पूर्ण होणार
GDCA ची साथ जिंकायची ही वाट यशाची गॅरंटी आता सुरुवात GDCA कॉलेज
हो भविष्य उज्ज्वल
GDCA कॉलेज
मिळणार यश
सहकार आणि बँकिंग करिअर घडवा खास GDCA कॉलेज देते यशाचा विश्वास
GDCA paper number 5, cooperative laws and other laws. So in this video we're gonna see expected questions for May 2026 examination. So repeatedly asked question in English version we can say here on the basis of 8-year analysis we have analyzed some important questions for you. So what we're gonna see here, actually part 1 will be of 8-year question paper analysis like from 2017 to 2025, chapter wise weightage and question frequency actually. So here we have made a table to make you understand in better way. So this video will be in two parts actually. First part will be will cover around 9 questions, and in second part will be more important for you guys. So what are the the techniques and all, everything will be given in two parts. Second part. So topics, questions, year asked, then frequency, like how many times asked, and importance and exam percentage actually. Topic reserve fund. It has asked on 17, 18, 19, almost every year. 8 years it has been asked so far. Sure shot 99%. Annual general body meeting AGBM asked almost 8 times every year. Sure shot 99%. Audit of cooperative society every year. So sure shot 99%. APMC market committee. So every year almost sure shot. Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act 2002 every year asked 8 out of 8. Sure shot 99%. Registrar's power to seize records 7 out of 8. It is also sure shot 95% of exam accuracy. Registration of cooperative society 7 times out of 8, sure shot with 99%, 95%. Recovery certificate, section 101, asked almost 7 times out of 8, 90%. Liquidator winding up, so it has asked almost 7 times out of 8, 90%. Bylaws amendment, 7 times out of 8, 90%. Expulsion of member, 7 times out of 8, 90%. Warehouse receipt, so it is very high actually. So it is also asked almost 7 times out of 8, 85%. Then section 83, inquiry by registrar, 5 times, very high, 85%. State Cooperative Election Authority, 5 out of 8, 80%. Valid contract, 6 out of 8, very high. Money Laundering Act 2014, 7 times out of 8, very high, 80%. Open membership, section 22, 6 out of 8, 80%. Section 73CA, it is asked almost 4 times out of 8, 75%. Information Technology Act, IT Act 2000, asked 5 times out of 8, high, 70%. Principles of Natural Justice, 4 times with 70%. No confidence motion, 3 times, it's also high, 65%. Classification of societies, 3 times, it's also with 65%. Special General Body Meeting, it asked 5 times out of 8, 75%. MSA MB, 5 times out of 8, very high, 70%. 97th Constitutional Amendment 2025, It has asked one time out of 8. It is also expected one actually. So this question might come in coming examination. That's for 70%. Question for first question. Every year it has been repeated actually. So fill in the blanks. Most repeated fill in the blanks with the answers. So question: maximum limit for dividend distribution to members is 15%. We've got to underline this actually. 15% of what is the correct answer. Registrar's power to seize records under Section 189A. Reserve funds under Section 66. Recovery certificate under Section 101. Deregistration of society under Section 21A. Open membership under Section 22. Registration of society under Section 9. Arbitrator for a multi-state cooperative society under Section 84. Financial year of registered money lenders. It is from 21st January to 31st December. Dispute between members and society referred to arbitrator or cooperative court. First general body meeting after registration within 3 months. Annual general body meeting within 6 months of year end. Audit rectification report submitted within 6 months. Then audit rectification report in Form Z. Inquiry by a registrar under Section 83, 88. Lift Irrigation Cooperative Society, minimum members 10 members. Lift Irrigation and Housing Society, minimum members 10 members. Inquiry under Section 83 conducted by registrar. Registration certificate of society is evidence of registration. Section 22 of MCS Act 1960 provides for open membership. Cooperative Society Bylaws Amendment application decided within months, 2 months. Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002 arbitrator appointed under Section 84. State Registrar inspects MSCS accounts under Section 72. So these are the expected fill in the blanks. Next, true or false. These are the repeatedly asked statement with the answers. If actually, again, one of the important one, if this question comes like, true or false type questions, so you have to make sure that you will write a reason as well. So here, if the question is for, even for 1 mark, 2 marks, whatever it is, so you got to write, with reason. Statement: elections of cooperative society held by State Cooperative Election Authority, that is SCEA, that is true, tasked in 1720. So these are the year I've given already. So self-help group needs, that are SHGs, needs to not to be registered by the registrar. It is true. Dispute between members and society is referred to registrar. False. Every society must get book audited within 4 months after closure of financial year. That is false actually. Registrar can give 3 months extension to hold AGBM. Yes, it is true. Company registered under Indian Companies Act 1956 cannot become a member of cooperative society. It is false. This company registered under Company Act, Indian Company Act 1956 are eligible to register under cooperative society. Section 22 of MCS Act 1960 provides for open membership. It is true. Annual general body has the right to appoint a statutory auditor. Yes, it is true. In any cooperative society, no member other than a state government can hold more than 20% paid up shares. It is true. Cooperative society registration application should be decided within 3 months by registrar. Yes, it is again true. Purchase and sales union in the taluka level society. Yes, it is true. Cooperative society can reserve fund from its profit. Yes, true. Money lenders can apply for new license during January to March. Yes, it is true. Registration certificate of society is evidence of registration. Yes, it is true again. Registrar and the commissioner of cooperative societies is conducting the election. It is false because it is conducted by the SCEA, State Election Committee Authority. Registrar can give 1 month extension to hold AGBM. False. Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002 applies to societies operating in the no more than one state. It is true. Yes. Provision of Section 22 of MCS Act 1960 is the open membership. Yes, true. Elections of Agricultural Produce Market Committee are held by the state cooperative election authority. Yes, it is true. Bylaws amendment application should be decided within 2 months by registrar. Yes, it is true. Registrar cannot seize record of the cooperative society. False, because registrar has the authority to seize the records of society or cooperative society. All contracts are agreements, but all agreements are not necessarily contracts. Yes, true. Market committee under APMC 1963 is the cooperative society. False. Money lenders year starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March. That is false, because money lenders financial year starts from 1st January to and ends in on 31st December same year. Next, registrar can change classification of cooperative society. Yes. Audit, true actually. Audit of cooperative society conducted as per the section 81 of MCS Act 1960. False. Permission of registrar is required to file suit against the liquidator. It is true. Jurisdiction of multi-state cooperative society is less than one state of India. False. On receiving specific report of fraud or from the auditor, registrar authorized auditor for filing FIR. True. Membership of cooperative society stands terminated as per the section 30 of MCS Act 1960. Yes, true. Registrar cannot change classification of cooperative society. False. Financial year of registered moneylenders start from 1st January to 31st December. Yes, true. First general meeting must be convened within 5 months of or the after registration. False. Rectification report of audit prepared in Z form. Yes, it is true. Financial year of cooperative society is the 1st May to 30th April. False. Financial of year of any cooperative society or any registered society is general as 1st April to 31st March as the financial year of all the companies. Audit of cooperative society conducted as per the section 75 of MCS Act 1960. Yes, it is true. These are the expected true or false and fill in the blanks. We have just seen part 2, distinction level model answers. What are the model answers for particular question if this question comes? Question number 1, reserve fund under MCS Act 1960, short asked every year almost. Reserve fund, whenever as I told you, whenever you read the question, you must write introduction, definition, whatever you are comfortable in, write that, then write the what exactly question demands, and then conclusion likewise. So reserve fund, complete answer. What will be the complete answer for this? Definition: reserve fund is the fund created by every cooperative society from its annual net profits. It is maintained as the safety net or buffer for times for the financial losses or the emergency. It is mandatory under Section 66 of Maharashtra Cooperative Society Act 1960, MCS 1960. Legal provision under Section 66 of MCS Act 1960. Every registered cooperative society shall, out of its net profit each year, transfer to a reserve fund such amount as may be prescribed, around 25%. The prescribed percentage depends on the type of and financial position of the society. The reserve fund shall be invested in the government securities or other approved investments. No society can distribute a dividend more than 15% as MCS Act 1960. The reserve funds cannot be distributed as a dividend among the members. Utilization or purpose of the reserve fund. What is the purpose of reserve fund? You can write utilization or purpose, whatever comfortable you are in. to meet business losses of the society, to stabilize the financial position of the society as a security base for the society's creditors and depositors. The reserve fund can be invested as prescribed by the registrar. Simple explanation, or you can say conclusion, you can write as whatever words you are comfortable in. Think of reserve funds as the saving accounts of the society. Just a person keeps some saving for emergencies. Every cooperative society keep aside some profit every year. This money cannot be distributed to members. It must keep for the society financial securities. So, if this question come reserve funds, so what you are expected to write, or what are the demands for particular question in answer? So always mention section 66 carries marks. Actually, write 15% maximum dividend. This is the very common in the fill in the blanks. Actually, this question every year come. Write that reserve fund cannot be distributed as dividend. Mention that it must be invested in government securities. So what you have to avoid is student most of the time lose marks by forgetting the section number. So section numbers are very important. I'll give you a tip in second part. Question number 2, annual general body meeting, that is AGBM. Short question asked every year. So what will be the complete answer for AGBM? Again, I told you definition, introduction, or whatever legal provisions and conclusion you have to write. Definition and the annual general body meeting, that is AGBM, is a mandatory annual meeting for all members of cooperative society. It is the highest authority of the society where important decisions are taken. So legal provisions, what are the legal provisions for it? So you must underline this actually, or else you can make it in upper letters or uppercase letters. AGBM must be held within 6 months from the close of the financial year, that is before 31st or 30th of September. If AGBM is not held, the registrar can extend the period up to 3 months, that is by 31st December. The quorum for the AGBM is generally 1/5 of the total membership, or 500 members, whichever is less. Minimum 5 is required. Powers and functions of AGBM: to consider the annual report and accounts of the society, to elect members of the managing committee, to appoint a statutory auditor, to fix remuneration of the officer, to approve the budget for the next year, to fix limit on borrowing powers of the committee, to amend bylaws with prior permissions of registrar, to decide on a distribution of profits, dividends maximum 15%, to consider audit report and audit rectification reports, to consider any other matter placed before it. So these are the functions of AGBM. So notice requirement, or you can write a conclusion, that is up to you actually. So what is the notice requirement for AGBM? Minimum of 14 days advance notice must be given to all members for AGBM. Notice must be state the agenda or the business items for a particular meeting AGBM. So AGBM's agenda and points are already should be there in the advance notice. So if this question comes, what are the tips for you to impress examiner? Write 10 powers. Each point carries marks. Mention at least 6 months from year end and 3-month extension by registrar. Mention a statutory auditor is appointed by AGBM. Common, if this question comes every in true false every year. Also, always use numbered list for powers and the functions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or else you can write A, B, C, D, E. So it is up to you. Question number 3. Powers of liquidator under MCS Act 1960. It is short again, 7 out of 8 times asked. So liquidator powers and duties. What is the meaning? Then again, I told you like you got to write introduction, meaning whatever things are there. You are flexible in. You can write that. Meaning, when a cooperative society is ordered to be wound up and the registrar appoints a liquidator to wind up its affairs. The liquidator takes overall assets and liabilities of the society and settles them all. Appointed by a registrar when winding up is in order is passed. No suit can be filed against the liquidator without permission of the registrar. Powers of Registrar, Section 102, MCS Act 1960. To take custody of all assets, books, and records of the society, to release or convert to cash all assets of the society, to investigate all claims against the society, to institute and defend a suit on behalf of the society, to sell property of the society by public auction or otherwise the other things are there, to distribute assets among creditors and members in order of priority, to conduct inquiry against officers, members who have caused loss to the society, to make calls on members for unpaid shares, to determine the debts of the society and settle them, to do all other things necessary for winding up. Priority of the payment by liquidator. State government dues and taxes to be paid. Secured creditors. Employees' dues or wages, PF, gratuity, etc. should be given. Unsecured creditors, depositors, then members' share capital balance, if any, to reserve funds of the cooperative education funds. So these are the priority of the payment of liquidators. What are the tips if this question comes in examination for you to write the answer? Write no suit against liquidator without a registrar's permission, common in true or false. Write full priority list. Examiner gives marks for each point. Mention section 102. Don't confuse liquidator and administration or administrator in between. So always make sure that liquidator and administrator are different things. Question number 4, registration of cooperative society. That is also gonna ask this year, short 7 out of 8. Registration of cooperative society. What is the procedure actually? Introduction you can write or you can write likewise as well. So it is up to you. A legal provision, Section 9 MCS Act 1960. Any 10 or more persons with some expectations, we can say, who are competent to the contract and are a resident of the area of the society and register a cooperative society. Minimum membership for registration, types of society. Here I have made a table actually, so you can make table as well. There is no issue. Minimum members: general cooperative society 10 persons, lift irrigation cooperative society 10%, cooperative housing society 10 persons, federal society, society of societies actually. So 5 societies actually, at least 5 societies should be there in the federal society. Scheduled tribe society as prescribed. Procedure for registration. Promoters meets and discuss the need for the society, prepare model bylaws and get them approved. Application for registration submitted to the registrar in prescribed form. Application must include proposed name, address, area of operation, objects, list of promoters, etc. Along with the application, copy of bylaws, entry fee paid receipts, then consent letters of members. So these all documents are required. Registrar examines the application within 2 months. If satisfied, registrar registers the society in and issue a registration certificate. A registration certificate is the conclusive evidence of registration. If registrar refuse, he must give a reason in writing. Appeal can be held in cooperative court. So if this question comes, so what are the tips for you to write, how to write, or how can you write the exam? Mention section 9 for registration. Write 2 months for registration decision. A registration certificate is conclusive evidence of registration. This is common in true or false. Write that company register under Indian Companies Act 1956. Here it is. I forgot to write 1956. Can become member. Common in true or false actually statement. So you better know, be aware of it. Number 5, question number 5. What is the question number 5? Audit of cooperative society. That is also going to come short, asked almost every year. Audit of cooperative society. What will be the complete answer? Meaning or definition or the introduction, you can say. The audit is the systematic examination of accounts, records, and financial statements of the cooperative society to verify their accuracy and ensure compliances with law. It is mandatory under Section 81 of FCS Act 1960. Who conducts the audit? So these are the key points. Actually, you must understand these things. Statutory audit. A statutory auditor appointed by the annual general meeting. The registrar can also conduct audit or direct audit by a qualified auditor. Types of audit. What are the types of audit we can say? Number 1, statutory audit, a regular audit conducted annually as per bylaws or as per laws. Test audit is for a specific aspect or you can say item under section 81 third of C. Special audit ordered by registrar in special circumstances, and then re-audit is second audit. It is if a first audit is defective. Cost audit to check efficiency of operations. These are the types of audit. Audit rectification report. After audit, society must submit audit rectification report to registrar within 6 months. Audit rectification report is prepared in Form Z. The report shows how audit defects and irregularities have been corrected. So next, a special report by auditor. If auditor finds frauds or misappropriation, he must submit the special or specific report to the registrar. Registrar, on receiving the special report, authorize the auditor to file FIR against the society. So, if this question comes, what are the examination tips for you to write the question paper? Mention section 81 for audit, 6 months for audit rectification report, common in fill in the blanks. Form Z for audit rectification report, also this repeated question actually, so this can come in the fill in blank. Write all 5 types of audit for full marks. AGBM appoints a statutory auditor. This is also again in common question in true or false. This can come in true or false as well. APMC, that is Agricultural Produce Market Committee, that is also asked almost 8 times every year. APMC rights and duties. So what are the APMC rights and duties? So legal provision. Agricultural Produce Market Committee APMC is constituted under the Maharashtra Agricultural Produce Marketing Development Regulation Act 1963. So these acts and section numbers are very important. You must write properly to get good full marks. Constitution of Market Committee. The market committee consists of traders, farmers, and government representatives. Elections of APMC are held by State Cooperative Election Authority (SCEA). Director of marketing can inspect accounts of market committee, any market committee. Next, rights and duties of market committee. Actually, here you can write rights in different tab and duties in different tab. But however, is easy to you. You can write accordingly. To regulate buying and selling of agricultural produce in market area, to collect market fees from the traders and buyers, to maintain proper infrastructure like market yard, drainage, storage, and etc. Warehouses likewise. To resolve disputes between buyers and sellers, to maintain accounts and get them audited, to provide facilities for grading and standardization of agricultural produce, to promote cooperative marketing, to submit annual returns to the director of marketing, to prepare and maintain records of all the transactions, to take actions against illegal trading in the market area. Direct marketing and private markets. So these are the things you can write in the APMC if this question comes. Direct marketing, farmer can sell directly to a consumer without going through market committee. Then private market, a private person can establish a private market with the permissions from government. So if this question comes APMC, so what are the tips for you to write? Write Maharashtra Agricultural Produce Marketing Development and Registration Act 1963 full name for extra marks. So write full name, don't use short forms. Elections of APMC held by State Cooperative Election Authority. So make sure that in whatever elections in cooperative sector, whatever things are there related to elections, that always comes under State Cooperative Election Authority, that is SCEA. So that we're gonna see that in detail actually what SCEA do and what are the functions and what is exactly role. Common true or false? This question comes. Market committee under APMC Act 1963 is not a cooperative society. Important false statement actually. So that is also one of the things to make you confused. They can ask you. Right, director of marketing can inspect accounts for fill in the blanks. It is also asked for fill in the blanks as well. So it can be there in exam. Question number 7, Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002. That is also short question. Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002. Salient features. What are the features actually? Meaning, definition, or introduction. You can say whatever words you are comfortable in. You can write. When the area of operation of cooperative society extend to more than one state of India, it is registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002, Central Government Act. Key provisions, salient features, we can say. Applies to societies operating in more than one state registered with the central government or central register, that is CRCS. Governed by a central register, that is CRCS, not state register. Registration under 9 of MSCS Act 2002. Arbitrator is appointed for multi-state cooperative society under section 84. The registrar may inspect MSCS accounts under section 72. Central register has power to supersede the committee, appoint an administrator as well. The multi-state cooperative society must have minimum 50 members from each state. Jurisdiction extend to more than one state. Courts of the state where HO is located have the same jurisdiction. Annual report and accounts must be filed with the central register. Appeal against decisions of central register lies to the central government. Examiner tips actually for this particular question. If this question comes in examination, incoming examination, what you have to write. Jurisdiction is more than one state. Common in the false statement, always less than one state. Mention central register, that is CRCS, not state register for MSCS. Section 84 for arbitrator, that is common in the fill in the blanks. So they must ask you under which section arbitrator is do the things. Section 72 for state registers inspections, that also always ask in the fill in the blanks. Always say Central Government Act for MSCS Act. So it is very important. Okay, Central Government Act, not the MSCS Act. So for wherever it is asked MSCS or wherever you are writing MSCS, you always say Central Government Act. Number 8, inquiry by registrar under Section 83. Section 88 MCS Act 1960. So this is also expected question actually. This can also come in the examination. So inquiry by registrars under section 83 and 88. Section 83, first we have to write the inquiry by what is the meaning of inquiry. So you can write rest things, or else you can start writing likewise under section 83 and section 88. So what is the section 83? Inquiry into affairs of society. You got to underline this headings and subheadings. A registrar may of his own motion or on the application holds an inquiry into the working of a society. Inquiry can be done by a registrar himself or a person authorized by him. All officers and members must provide all books, accounts, and documents. The person inquiring has power to examine witnesses on oath. After inquiry, registrar can issue directions, supersede committee, order of recovery, or order of the winding up the society. So these are the things. Section 88 was the what is the section 88? It is always for used for inspection. Registrar or authorized person can inspect all books, accounts, and documents of the society. Purpose to check if society is working in accordance with the law and bylaws. Differences from inquiry. Inspection is the routine. Inquiry is on specific complaints or suspicion. So what are the tips if this question comes? So what are the tips for you to write? No difference between section 83 inquiry and section 88 inspection. Section 89A is for a seizure of the records. Don't get confused between these 83, 88 and 89A. Okay, so 89A is not for the inquiry and inspection. It is for the seizure of account. Write all steps of inquiry process to get full marks. Okay. Then question number 9, last question for part 1. Recovery certificate, section 101 MCS Act 1960. This is also important question 1. Recovery certificate under section 101. So what is the meaning, definition, or introduction you can write? When a cooperative society has to recover any amount from its members, loans, dues, etc., whatever amount is, or else you can maintenance as well. So it can get to a recovery certificate from the registrar of to the recover all the amounts or dues or arrears of land revenue. So what is the procedure or to obtain it actually? So procedure for obtaining recovery certificate, you got to underline this as well if you are writing this. Society passes a resolution to recover dues from members. Society applies to registrar with detail of amount due. Registrar examines the application and gives notice to the defaulting members. Member is given opportunity to be heard. Principles of natural justice. If satisfied, registrar issues recovery certificate. Recovery certificate is sent to the collector of the district. Collector recovers the dues or amounts as areas of land revenue. The amount recovered is paid to the society. So important points for this particular question. Recovery is treated as areas of land revenue. Very effective method. Property of the member can be attached and sold to recover dues. Very powerful recovery tool for cooperative societies. This is very important actually. Examiner tips for particular question. Section 101 of recovery certificates. This always mention that section 101 is always for a recovery certificate. So this question will be there. If this question comes in the fill in the blanks, you must write recovered as areas of land revenue. These are the key phrases you can say. Write step by step procedure for full marks for particular question. This is very important and practice all these steps actually. What are the steps here? So here these are the steps actually for a recovery certificate. So you should practice this more. So rest all questions raised, questions from 10 to 18 and other things, and also tips for particular papers. So that will be in part 2. Watch part 2 as well.
We just saw part 1 of paper number 5, that is cooperative law and other laws. So in this video, we have seen the expected questions in May 2026 examinations, or when on which topic you will get questions in examination. So if you do these questions, at least you will know whatever preparation you do from this video, at least you will get 35 to 40 marks in main examination. So make sure that you read this as well, or you listen this as well, and also refer some other things also. So whatever things are comfortable to you. If you like this video, please share with your friends, colleagues who are appearing the examination in May 2026, and also who want to know more about GDCA, what exactly GDCA is. You can share with them as well. We'll see you in next video with remaining questions in part 2. Till then, namaskar.